Well, she was one of the breakout stars of last year's Tribeca Festival, and now her film is hitting theaters and video on demand. Here's a sneak peek at Cherry.
I am not doing very well right now. I feel like kind of lost, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm figuring it out on my own right now. Also, another very important thing that I have to say is, can you please stop? I'm trying to do something.
Oh my gosh, Pumpkin, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, I'm just not doing well either.
Okay, so she joins us in studio this morning. Please welcome Alex Trewhitt. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, we'll get into what was happening in that scene in just a moment to unpack there. But you talk about the timeliness of this film, right? I mean, this is an important film from the moment we're in, where abortion rights is back in the headlines, back at the topic of conversation. So kind of fill us in and take us from there on what Cherry's really all about.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because we premiered at Tribeca, I think 3 days before Roe versus Wade was overturned. Wow. It was a really crazy time, and initially, the feedback, Sophie and Arthur wrote the script like 5 years ago, and initially the feedback they were getting was that it was too unrealistic because they had it taking place in Texas, and everyone was like, I just don't think that anything could ever be reversed, and this just doesn't seem like an abortion wouldn't be attainable. And here we are.
Right.
So I'm just, the journey from writing to now is
Wow.
really sad, and I think it's a really important story, and it's actually Sophie Galibert's personal story.
Oh.
Yes, yeah, wow. That she's been obviously so brave to just show the world, and it's been really I don't know, so it just feels so much bigger than what we thought it was when we were making it, and we've been getting really incredible messages from women, and we just wanted it to feel authentic and believable.
Yeah. Tell us about your character then.
Yeah, so I play Cherry. She's a 25-year-old semi-professional roller skater, and she winds up pregnant. And what was really important for our story is that we wanted it to be uplifting. And a lot of times when you see these stories surrounding abortion, there's something really horrific that's happened. Yeah. And nothing really has happened to Cherry. There wasn't rape or incest or anything that usually surrounds these topics. And it's just a really common story. So that's what we wanted to show the world, and that's kind of what we wanted to go for. And yeah, we didn't want to make her a victim or a villain, and I think that we really accomplished that.
Yeah, I mean, and the film's getting rave reviews across the board here. What was happening in that scene with the other character that was like kind of laugh crying?
Yeah, so that's actually my favorite scene.
Okay.
How is it?
Yeah, you go on and you see my grandmother and the interactions with her mom, and you just see all of the women in her life.
Okay.
And she isn't quite brave enough. Like, it's classic sisterhood, I think. I mean, my sister is like my favorite person in the world, and so anything where you get to see that sister like kind of fighting relationship, I think it's really fun because there's always so much love underneath.
And your character is a professional roller skater, but did you skate well before you took on this role?
Not at all. No.
So this is learning on the job.
Yeah, somebody has this like horrific tape of me.
Is this it?
Oh no. No, this is when I was better.
Oh my, that's really good.
Thank you.
That is professional.
Thank you. Yeah, and when I initially started, they sent, they were like, can we just get a video of you on tape on skates? So I went to like a random roller rink with skates that were definitely too big, and I couldn't stop, and I did one really sad lap and was like, hope this works for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I worked with Megan Wesky of the LA Roller Girls for 6 weeks leading up to shooting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And even some of the crew I heard were also on skates to shoot this.
That's honest, like what I'm doing is nothing. Like our DP was also on skates anytime I was on skates.
Wow.
Going backwards and pulling his own focus.
That's crazy.
Damien Stack, incredible.
Yeah,
wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a cool story. And now you're a pro. By the way, you can roller skate at Rockefeller Center if you want to go.
I actually was thinking about it.
Oh,
full circle.
You'll be the star. I mean, so let's talk about this other big project you were in, this miniseries From Scratch with Zoe Saldana, taking place in Italy, filming in Italy. Excuse me.
I know, a dream. A dream. I mean, that's another group of really incredible women to work with. Yeah. Nzinga Stewart directed my episode. I'm so sorry. And I had auditioned for a couple of other projects, and so it was really nice to work with her. And Zoe Saldana was incredible also.
Yeah.
And Florence was just such a dream, and that's actually also where I got engaged.
I was just gonna say, and something very special happened
Yeah.
there. You got engaged.
I did.
Tell us about your husband now, because you got married in October.
Yes.
Right. Tell us about you're both in the industry.
Yeah, very different parts of it.
Yeah.
He's a first assistant director, so he does a lot of the scheduling and runs a lot
look
of the
at
floor.
that beautiful photo.
Ah, thank you.
Gorgeous.
And interestingly enough, you would think that you met on a set then somewhere, but that's not the story, is it?
No, we met at a Black Lives Matter protest in Atlanta, actually. So it was, you know, kind of the stars aligned,
Yeah.
middle of the pandemic. We both say all the time that we wouldn't have met otherwise, because I had just come back from backpacking in Indonesia, and he had been to the same like very obscure islands that I had been in.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
So weird. And so within like 5 or 6 minutes of talking to him, I was like, ooh, there's something here. And
Aw.
That's
here we
amazing.
are.
You just
What a
know.
beautiful
At some point,
story.
you just
Yeah,
know. Those were
totally.
gorgeous, gorgeous photos there of
Thank
your
you so
wedding.
much.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And great to have you here talking about an important topic here. This
Yeah,
important
thank you
film.
so much.
All right, her movie Cherry is currently in theaters with a special screening today at 11:50 a.m. at Union Square Theater. It also hits video on demand and digital tomorrow.